Hey, Milsurp Garage here. Just a quick video to let you know that Wideners did actually come through with a fix for the SKS problem that I had. In case you haven't been following the videos, which is likely, this is what happened to my op rod extension the first time the rifle was fired after about 12 rounds. And called Wideners. Well, the first thing I did was order one on eBay because I wasn't going to rely on the fact that Wideners was going to take care of it. I didn't know if they were going to take care of it in a monetary way or take care of it in a sending me a part way or just say, sorry, it's Milsurp and that's the story. It's used. Sorry. They actually were cool about it. And it's nice too. They put me on with a gentleman sounded maybe he was like, Mr. Widener. I don't know. They put me on with a guy that sent me, he put it out right away. So I ordered one on eBay and then didn't call Wideners for a couple of days. So they actually both arrived at the same time. So Wideners shipped it out pretty quick. It only took a couple of days to get here. Now I'll show you what was sent to me. This was the original spring. If you could see, if this focuses well enough, you could see these springs. It's not really just a single wire. It's kind of like a wire wrapped in a wire. It's almost like it's not a strand spring is what I mean. It just kind of looks like an actual rope kind of wire. Probably because of the fact that it's under such harsh conditions with heat and cycling back and forth so many times that it's just like a very extra heavy-duty spring. So the spring, I don't think was the issue. It was definitely that something was up with these that made it S-curve like that, and you can see the head of it is bent to the side. So first I'll show you what came from Wideners. And this was pretty disappointing. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to make good, but what they sent was... it does not look like a very high quality part. It's like a very rough metal. I mean, only time would tell if it would hold up, but it just appears, it just does not appear to be such a great part. And the spring itself is not, it's just a single wire spring. The kind of spring that you'd see in like a... in the action of a gun, more like, in a, like a trigger spring or a spring in like behind a bolt, sort of, Don't think that this would hold up too well either. Just the fact that it's just a single wire spring. What's interesting is, it is a touch longer. If you see, I'll line up the heads here for you, and you can see on the top that the replacement is definitely longer. So whether or not it was the quality of the metal, I saw some threads online, and Wideners themselves said that it was like an improper heat treatment, or it just wasn't strong enough of a steel. But I'm not sure. It might have been that it's just not the right size. That gap might have allowed the main piston to slam into this piston extension instead of actually just pushing it. Might have been a gap there that kind of just hammered it into failure. So that's Widener's replacement. Just from looking at it, it's always hard to tell like how durable or how nice a part is going to be, but you can just kind of get an idea. I mean, it doesn't really look all that high quality. Now, from eBay, I think it was a good decision to actually do both simultaneously, because from eBay came a, here's the spring, first of all, which, is identical to the one that was originally in there. It definitely looks like a much higher quality spring. It's just about the same size as the one that was originally in there. And the piston extension itself is a nice, very nice looking steel. It has like a number on there too. Any steel that has like a number on it has got to be good steel. Why would they put a number on it if it wasn't good? if that makes any sense. But it does look used, but it looks like it's in very, very nice shape. And but again, compared to the original, once again, it is longer. It is a touch longer, as you can see. Lining up the heads of them, it is definitely longer. So the both replacements, both from eBay and from Wideners, were both longer. And let's see, the one from eBay is dead straight. The one from Widener is dead straight. But the replacement that came from eBay definitely looks to be of a higher quality. And as far as the size of the heads on them, they do look to be the same. First, I thought the one from Wideners might have had a slightly larger head. It may be. I mean, it's very difficult to tell. If anything, it's only a very slight amount. But so that's the story. Wideners did try to make good. They didn't give me a hard time about it. They said they knew about the problem. I mean, maybe if I was the only guy, they'd give me a hard time about it. Or the first guy to report that problem. But apparently it was happening to AIM as well. I don't know what their solution was for their people that had the issue. But, sorry, I'm just taking my shoes off. But Wideners was sending out this as a replacement. Now I would give out this eBay guy's a screen name and give him a give you guys a heads up on where to get a cool one if you're having this issue. But he wasn't a guy regularly engaged in selling these. It was just a guy just selling one. I checked to see if in the past he had sold them or if he was selling them one after the other, and he isn't. So he just was just doing this one. But my advice would be, since there seems to be so many different ones of these, if you do have an issue where you need one of these, look around and try to get one that's nice, So I'm probably going to put both of these in the gun. I'm going to put this one from Wideners in the gun, and I'm going to go through a few hundred rounds and see what actually happens with this thing. Chances are it would hold up. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be another 12-shot failure. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sending them out as replacements. But if I had both of these sitting in front of me and I had to choose from which one to buy, this rough-looking steel one with the thin spring, or this very shiny, nice steel, almost tool steel looking one with this round spring. I mean, that's I would definitely be going here, not here. But Wideners probably would have made it shoot again with this part, so it's nice that they did something. Anyway, I'll let you know how these springs fare when I get back to the range again, possibly tomorrow. Let you know how these do.